Hello and welcome back, everybody, to another episode with your Blue Jays franchise here. And since Alejandro Kirk has got an extension here, we would like to add on to that as well. He's getting about 5 years, $10 million a year. I would like to see his offense improve a bit more, but one of the better defensive catchers in the league. And a player that has a huge bounce back, Eric Swanson. Sign him to a short-term 2-year extension at $3 million a year. And I am okay with that. Now, after back-to-back losses, coming up to the deadline, hopefully we can find a way to get the offensive spark here. First, the Yankees. Jeff Hoffman on the mound. Alright, we're up by 1. Can we close things out? The Yankees sitting at 140 home runs. Blue Jays at 120. So they do have some power, and Paul Goldschmidt's 1 for 2 with the solo shots. Hoffman trying to close things out. First pitch, Washington sinker, lower corner there, as Hoffman is sitting second in the AL in saves this year, right behind Devin Williams, both of them in the NL last year with the Phillies and the Brewers. Check swing. Oh, he can't hold up there. Hoffman looking to 3 straight pitches. And they got him. Paul Goldschmidt cannot hold up there. That was beautiful. As Jeff Hoffman strikes out Paul Goldschmidt with a nasty slider there. Oh, almost broke his lower back trying to swing away at that one. Protecting the plates. Oh. Now a 2-0 count for Antonio Gomez. Line right at Guerrero. 2 up, 2 down. As just like that, Jeff Hoffman's making this save attempt look pretty easy. Yankees trying to stay in this game. Cody Bellinger with the pitch. Strike. 0-1 counts. 4 for 10 in his career against Hoffman. And this one right up to Bichette. But he bobbles it. Oh my goodness. And that's the defense that you worry about with Bichette at short. Oh, he does make those plays quite a bit. I don't think he'll ever be a Gold Glove caliber shortstop, but he's supposed to have enough power to make up for it. So Anthony Volpe now, man on first, chops this to Clement, trying to make the throw. No, he can't. He beats it out. I think he probably could have snagged that, but my goodness. Now back-to-back men on base. 1-2 count for Aaron Judge. The pitch. High heat got him, and Hoffman is fired up there. That's a big win against the Yankees to tie up this series in this AL East division right now. That is a huge win to have against the Yankees right before the deadline. And Toronto is fired up here. Jeff Hoffman, he's been a huge addition to this bullpen. The Yankees only get 2 hits all game, as the Blue Jays pitching staff holds them in check. And Bowden Francis, he can pitch gems. He should be due for a huge raise, but luckily he's got team control. Now game 3 versus the Yankees. Oh man, and they save all those hits for the third game. Getting dominated there. 9-0. That's a rough one. Yeah, who was Barrios gives up 6. Bastardo gives up 3. Yikes. That is not good at all. My goodness. Alright, so we're looking at some trade options now. Before the deadline here, 2 prospects that we definitely would like to get something for. Adam Macro and Adrian Pinto. Looking around, seeing what the offers could be. Some bullpen help would be ideal. I would like to get a third baseman, though, too, as well, with some power in his game. Or a DH. A full-time DH, and Santander can play in the outfield. Cardinals, you got Ryan Hesley, Steven Matz. Ooh, here's an interesting one with the Cardinals, though. I did see Jojo Romero and Pedro Pajas. Pajas, however you want to pronounce it. That could be a decent move right there. Strong lefty out of the arm. and a solid backup catcher with some power, that might be way too tempting. We are going to take that. So Pedro Bajas, 26 years old, played in his rookie year last year, 7 home runs, and he's got team control till 2029. Will be behind Alejandro Kirk with some power, and Jojo Romero will be our top lefty in the bullpen. His ERA at 2 right now on the season. Former 4th round pick in 2016. So with Jojo Romero in, Ryan Yarbrough is going to be the odd man out. And we are going to send him off to the Padres, it looks like here. Because no one else really has anyone really tempted that we would go after. Well, Brewers, no. Reds. Cubs want to give up Ryan Presley. Huh. Who else is available here? So far, I'm looking like that young pitcher in the Padres system. You know, he's deep potential. Might be the guy. No one else is really sticking out here. You're not going to get much for Ryan Yarbrough, but I definitely would like to get a young pitcher if we could. Ty Cummins, but the Rays won't make that deal. Braden Nets, I think he's going to be the guy we're going to go after. He's way down here anyway. 6'3". He's not going to blow you away with his velocity, but that could be a nice depth piece in the minor leagues for pitching anyway. Maybe he makes his debut in 3 or 4 years. Well, let's jump into it, people. We've made some trades here. A couple minor ones, nothing major. But we are going to face off against the Detroit Tigers, who are struggling this year. Alejandro Kirk hitting .375 his last 10 games. Guerrero over 400 in the last 22. Bichette's heating up. And Andrew Vaughn making his Blue Jays debut here after the trade with Chicago White Sox. Be interesting to see what he can do here against the Detroit Tigers, as the Blue Jays still sitting first in the AL East, 1 game above the Yankees here at 60-43, and hoping to find a way to come through with a big win in Detroit. As Andrew Vaughn, maybe he can be our DH full time and Santander can go to the outfield. Let's see if he has some pop. Making his Blue Jays debut, seeing if he can help out with that first base depth, and a nice righty power bat would be needed. As Detroit, again, kind of a surprise playoff run last year, but this year they've fallen off quite a bit, trying to find a way to get back in the hunt. Matt Manning through 17 games, ERA at 3.23, whip just under league average, and Bo Bichette leading off for your Blue Jays. Now Bichette finding some success at the leadoff position, hitting .277 right now. We would like to see him get up to around 300 once again. Tigers sitting 3rd in their division, trying to find a way to come back in that Central, which is one of the weaker ones in the AL. But Bichette just ahead of that fastball and just under it. Pops up the short right there. That one could have been smoked. And look at the lineup here for the Blue Jays. Yeah, Guerrero, Vaughn, Schneider, Varsho, Addison Barter, Kirk. Could be some good power here for the Blue Jays, as Jimenez just has a bloop shot here defending the plate, and that's going to pop up right there into shallow center field, but the shortstop makes the catch. Now Vladdy, no one on deck, trying to find a way to get the Blue Jays on board first, and this one popped up, slider coming right back over the plate into shallow right. The second baseman this time comes in and says, I got it. Blue Jays go 1, 2, 3. All pop-ups here as the Tigers look to do some damage against the Blue Jays pitching staff here, with Meadows leading off for Detroit. And we are looking at Mad Max here through 20 games, 7-8 record, ERA of a 2.98, whip 1.17, 85 strikeouts, And a strikeout rate just below 20%. Walk rate just below 10. He is still looking like he can play baseball at 40 years old. Parker Meadows, 0-2 count. Young promising stud for the Detroit Tigers. Caught looking there, the slurve froze him. And Mad Max turning back the clock right now this year. 0-1 count to Colt Keith, and this is shot up the middle. Jimenez cannot get there, so the Tigers get their first hit of the game thanks to Colt Keith. Gleyber Torres, 1-2 count. And this one chopped to Drero. Could be double. 1, 2, double play. Gleyber Torres, the former Yankee, goes down in style. As Mad Max gives up 1 hit, but gets the double play ball he needs, and the Blue Jays go back to the plate here to get some pop going here in Detroit. Now Andrew Vaughn up at the plate, trying to make impact with his new team here, and on the 0-1 count, it's going to be a shallow fly out to center field. Unfortunately, not enough pop. Now Davis Schneider, 2-2 count, looking for the first hit today for Toronto against Detroit, but that caught looking seems a bit high, and he has some words for blue there, as that one was definitely a little bit above the shoulders, almost neck height there. Wow. And Dalton Varsho, 1-0 count. Looking for a hit. This one has a chance to go in the gap, and there you go. The Blue Jays get their first hit of the day. A double from Dalton Varsho. Runner in scoring position here. Should be able to score from second off of hits. His 18th double on the year for the Blue Jays, as that one sat back and just ripped it through the gap here between these two young outfielders for the Detroit Tigers. Cannot split the gap. Addison Barger now, 2-1 count. This one ripped right down right field line, and that's up the wall. Varsho is in to score, and Barger in at second. Oh my goodness. This guy, he's going to turn into something special for the Blue Jays. He is getting there, but man, oh man, he is going to find his power in his game, and he's going to turn things up. Now Kirk, 0-2 counts. Caught looking, sweeping, curve, comes back inside. But Addison Barger, RBI double, gives the Blue Jays an early lead in this game on the road. 1 run, 2 hits through 2 innings of work. Now Terry Carpenter against Max Scherzer. 1-2 count. And this one a little looper past a diving Bichette. Leadoff man is on base here for Detroit. Now Max Scherzer trying to find a way to keep runs off the board. 0-2 count to Torkelson. Got him with the slurve and the late right there. Torkelson, someone that Detroit is definitely trying to regrow in the majors here, as he's definitely not lived up to his hype in a Tigers uniform. Jake Rogers, power hidden catcher, and Bichette with the dive. He's got him. What a play by Bo Bichette. He does have some defensive gem plays in him, but for a guy that just makes too many throw-in errors and not the best defensive shortstop in the majors, but he can make those plays once in a rare moon. Bo Bichette, look at him go. I would like to see him maybe a bit stronger arm, but there's still talks about what we do with him in the offseason. 0-2 count. McKinstry, just a chopper. Jimenez, the Gold Glover, makes it look easy. Detroit, they get a hit. No runs. Still 1-0 for your Blue Jays here going into the third inning of work. Will Wagner, 1-2 count, and he is just lacing it up the middle here, getting his average way up there. Will Wagner, man, oh man, he is an on-base machine. Dad, a huge player in the majors back in his day. Bichette's popping up that curveball, his eyes lit up, and that one can't even get past the pitching mound almost. My goodness. Oh, that one should have been crushed. Now, man on first with 1 out. Andres Jimenez. 0 for 1 on the day. He takes this one, and this one is not going to go. Caught by the wind into right field. Lazy fly out there. Now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., he's hitting .325, second in the AL. Just behind Aaron Judge. And he's 0 for 1 on the day. Full count. Andrew Vaughn up, and he takes a walk. We'll take that, Andrew Vaughn. Can he bring in some runs here? 0 for 1. Some power off the bat is our hope for Andrew Vaughn, as this one is ripped. And it will drop all the way to the wall. 1 run in is going to score. How about 2? Vladdy is going home. And he will score. So 3-0. A 2-run double for Andrew Vaughn. And nice to see some gameplay here with him. Get him going. Some depth on the bench. With some pop. That is going to be huge for a playoff run for Toronto. Now Davis Schneider, 2-1 count. Been struggling in his career up and down. Needs some consistency, but this one is out of here. 402 feet. It's 5-0. Davis Schneider, his 11th home run on the season. And that one was just roped out of here. Oh, we'll take it against the wind. It just has enough. Davis Schneider. Babe Schneider, as Toronto fans love to call him. If we can get more of that from Davis Schneider, that would be huge for this Blue Jays team. Dalton Varsho, 1-2 count. Check swing, they say he went around. Dropped third strike to end the third, but Toronto's offense comes through in a big way, scoring 4 runs in the third here. And 5-0 lead for Max Scherzer, the Mad Max. Can he hold the Tigers in check? Or is the big lead going to slip away? Now Sal Frelick, he was struggling. Aaron Judge, he's up to 35. On pace for 56. Garrett Cole wins his 13th game. Now Andy Ibanez for Detroit leading off. And hard grounder right to Bichette. Takes his time. Leadoff man is retired just like that. Michael A. Taylor, 1-2 counts. A little bit of a journeyman in the majors. And this one into right. Barter, he is going to make that catch. No problem there. 2 up, 2 down here for Detroit. Parker Meadows, young outfielder for the Tigers. Looking to make something happen. And he strikes out on that changeup. Mad Max got him. For his old age, he is still finding his groove. As the Blue Jays still hold on to a 5-0 lead on the road versus Detroit. Now Alex Cobb comes in. 9 games on the year so far, 3.08 ERA. Not a big strikeout pitcher. So Addison Barter, top of the 4th, 1 for 1. He is going right up the middle. He's got a 2-hit day on that splitter. Leadoff man on base here. About 99 miles an hour exit velocity there. Alejandro Kirk. He's going to chop this one to second, and it's going to find its way through. So man on first and second now. No outs, and the Blue Jays looking to rally here in the 4th as they are getting their way against this Detroit Tigers pitching staff. As that one looked like it could have been a double play, but just out of the reach of the second baseman. Will Wagner, 0-2 count. Got him with the splitter, struck him out. Ouch. Didn't need a strikeout there. Bo Bichette, 2 pop-ups. 2 on, 1 out. Can he bring in some runs here? We need something in the gap, Bo. And this one chopped. And past a diving shortstop. And a run is going to score. Yes, past a diving catch and tag. And it's 6-0. Runners on third and second now. Bichette has a double. As the Blue Jays, the bats have come alive here in Detroit. And we're loving this. Just dominant performance so far. Can we keep it rolling? 1-1 count. Jimenez 0 for 2 on the day. And this one to second. That's going to be an RBI ground out there. 7-0 in the 4th inning. Can the Blue Jays Bring in more here with Vladdy up to the plate. 1-1 count. Right up the middle to the shorts. And that will end the inning. So the Blue Jays add on 2 more to make it 7-0. And into the bottom half here. 7 runs on 8 hits. Keith, Torres, and Carpenter for the Tigers. And a 1-2 count to Colt Keith. A pitch from Scherzer. A little grounder to Jimenez. No way that's going to be a problem for him. Leadoff man is retired there. Jimenez, the Gold Glover. Not much will get past him. Labor Torres, 0-1 count to Wagner playing third. And 2 up, 2 down as Mad Max making it look easy. Carpenter, 0-1 count. He chops this one to Guerrero. 3 ground balls in this inning, 3 outs. And the Blue Jays have a safe lead here, heading into halfway through this game. Now Andrew Vaughn, 1 for 2. 2-run double last time. Alex Cobb still on the mound. And this one right up the middle. He's got his second hits. And the Blue Jays leadoff man on base again here to start the inning. The offense is feeling it here in Detroit. Andrew Vaughn getting some confidence here with his new team. Davis Schneider, homered last time. Man on first. Trying to see if he can take it out of the park again. This one chopped to third for 1. Double play there, the splitter. That pitch, oh man, it's nasty. Dalton Varsho, 2-2 count. And this one grounded to third. Detroit will escape this inning with no runs given up this time, as Alex Cobb walks off the mound. And looking at the starters so far, Matt Manning only went 3, gave up 5, walked 1, struck out 3. Scherzer still in the game, 2-0 count, pitch count under 50. And this one, Scherzer, looks like he's going to try and do it himself, but he throws his man off the base there. Oh, an error to Max Scherzer. Leadoff man on base. Jake Rogers. Power hitting catcher. And this one into right field. Barter. Dive in play. He makes the catch. What a play from Madison Barter. Are you kidding me? Wow. That is unbelievable. What a play from that right fielder. Utility player, you can say. Addison Barter, are you kidding me? Even Scherzer's like, wow, this kid has baseball in his veins. 1-1 count to McKinstry, and this one in the center field, lined right at Varsho. So 2 outs with the man on first, and Toronto, so far, looking like they have this game in the bag. 0-2 count to Ibanez, and he strikes out on that slurve. That broke way early, but Scherzer, he's been in this game for a long time. He knows what hitters want to see. So 2 hits through 5 innings of work for Scherzer and 1 error. Full count for Barter. 2 for 2 on the day. Top 6. And this one is going to drop. He's 3 for 3. Addison Barter. He is heating up and we love it. This kid, can't hype him up enough. Oh my goodness. He's going to be special. Alejandro Kirk, 1 for 2. One of the best defensive catchers in the majors. Would like to see his offense a little more. But this one, lined right at the second baseman. Barter retreats back to first. Jimenez, 26 strikeouts. Good for third in the AL. Wagner, 1 for 2. Man on first. And this one could be in the gap, but caught in right field. Barter retreats back to first. So 2 outs, man on first. Blue Jays trying to bring in some more runs. And Bo Bichette, RBI single in the 4th. I don't know, I think I would call that a double. But that's not how they scored it. And this one ripped in the gap. Is going to drop right in front of the left fielder. So 2 on, 2 outs. Bichette's got a 2-hit day here. Get his average back up. Jimenez, 2-2 count. Right up the middle. This should bring in a run. And he is going home and safe. 8-0 for the Blue Jays. Man on third and first now. Andres Jimenez brings in an RBI single. And that's going to be it for Alex Cobb as they go to their second reliever of the game. Alex Cobb did give up some hits here in this game. Struck out one or two, but all in all, Detroit's pitching staff is struggling here. So Casey Mize, a former Rookie of the Year, pitching out of the bullpen now for Detroit. Trying to keep the runners off base here, and that knuckle curve got Vladdy swinging. That one was nasty. So Detroit gives up one. So it's 8-0 with 12 hits, 1 error. Now Nick Sandlin coming in the game, the bottom of the 8th. Bullpen trying to keep the shutout going. Sandlin, sidearm thrower. Former Cleveland Guardian. In his first year with the Blue Jays, he is giving up a hit to Rogers here all the way to the wall. Leap, and it's gone. There goes the shutout bid. Jake Rogers, his 7th home run of the season. Sandlin, pitcher out of the bullpen, gives up a solo shot here. It is 8-1. Schneider almost had that one on left field. My goodness, that would have been something. And that one wasn't even in that much over the plate, but Rogers has got enough power to rip it. Schneider so close to making a heck of a play. Zach McKinstry now. He rips one into right. Barter trying to get back there, and he does. Defensively sound in right field, third base, wherever you want to put him. Andy Ibanez now 0-2 counts. Sandlin got him with the splitter, struck him out looking. So he's settled down here after giving up the solo shots. Michael A. Taylor, full count. Caught looking, fastball inside. Got the black. So Jake Rogers with the solo shots ends the shutout bend here. 1 run, 4 hits for the Tigers through 8 innings of work. Eric Swanson now coming in to try and close this game out. 36 games on the year, ERA 2.18. If only he played like this year for the Blue Jays, he wouldn't have been released. And this one chopped. 2-1 counts. Guerrero does it himself. Parker Meadows drowns out. Colt Keith 1-0 count. And this one into right. It is gone. Colt Keith, the 2nd home run on the day for the Tigers. It is 8-2. As he's got 11 on the year. 371 feet. Doesn't take much to get out in right field. And that one was gone. Barter just stopped moving. No way he's going to bring that one back in the park. So the Tigers trying to give something their fans to cheer about. Torres on a 1-2 count to Jimenez. He's got him. 1 out remaining here. Blue Jays up by 6. Carpenter 2 for 3 on the day. The pitch. And this one chopped. Jimenez running it down to Vladdy. Over, and Toronto wins this one 8-2. The offense comes through in a big way here. Detroit's pitching staff couldn't handle the offense. And the Blue Jays riding hot into the second half of the season. Looking to make a playoff push. Gotta love to see it. Starting off the series with a big win here. And we will see you guys next episode. Till then, peace.